Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. The two of you take off for Alexandria's. She's just down the street.
We finally made Desmond see the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head off down the road, and you come to Alexandria's. You've got your sunglasses off, and you've got a splitting headache from all the pain.
Well, hopefully the alcohol I drunk will help with that.
A little bit, definitely.
Yeah. We'll get a different headache, like the next day, but it's alright. Just dull the pain now.
What's this other headache you're talking about?
Don't worry about it. Let's go talk with Alexandria, yeah?
Okay.
So, what do I know
Maybe
about
we should
Alexandria
bring one of their jackets.
Does it look particularly fancy?
With the tag in it.
Yeah.
Our place.
Sure.
I think it'd be more 80s dramatic for us to walk in and throw the jacket down on the counter and say, "What can you tell us about this?"
Is it like leathery, like with like fluffy, like how does it like look, Neil? The jacket, like how does it like?
Is it like a jacket that only people from a certain organization, like members maybe, that only these members would be wearing?
It doesn't look like that, because each of their jackets are different. It just looks like they're made by the same place. One of the jackets is one of those like really small, tight leather jackets that when someone tells you the price tag, you go, "I can't believe you paid that much money for a leather jacket," and that your leather jacket is this like small and stylish. Seriously? How could you waste your money like that?
Well, I don't mean that necessarily that they are all exactly the same, but if they looked like they were from something that, you know, these were jackets that only members could wear. If they were for members only.
No, you don't get that feeling.
A gang member
No.
jacket kind of deal. No.
Right. Anyway, you walk in.
I guess we're blanking on 80s fashion, apparently.
Yeah, I have.
It's okay. I was barely born in the 80s.
Members only 80s jackets?
I guess as a country we've decided to block those out.
Wait, what are these things you're talking about?
For a brief time we thought members only was super cool.
Does it say members only on it, or?
That was the company, members only.
Oh. I see. No, yeah, I see all these members only jackets.
Yeah.
Well,
in fact, the second thing that comes up if you start to type in members only jacket is members only jacket 80s.
You sure that's not because you've been Googling all sorts of things from the 80s for today's session?
No, I lived through it, man. I don't need to look.
How dare you, Neil?
I'm just talking about the Google autofill, as you know. Anyway.
I was there.
He lived.
See candles. That was my life. Breakfast Club. I had a flare gun go off.
You were merely turned to the 80s, Neil. He was born in it.
Well, I was born in it.
I was too, but you didn't live the 80s. You didn't live the 80s.
I should
was
have.
Born to it.
Yeah. Rob actually experienced the 80s.
I think that would have been my era.
That was my sad Bane voice, I guess. I can't do that.
Anyway, Alexandria looks up at you guys with a bit of a cock to her head and goes, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, 1 second. Vroop. I put on my goggles just a second. Like, is she without skin?
Yeah, she looks like one of them.
I used to whisper.
I take off
the goggles. Like, she has no skin. Like,
she's one of they. Huh? Yeah, I'll take the jacket, slam it down on the counter. What can you tell us about this?
What do you have to say for yourself?
She turns it over, looks in the back. This is one of my creations. Thank you for bringing it to me. I'm sure its owner will come back looking for it soon.
I'm sure.
And if he does, we'll have an entirely new set of problems. It's probably for a whole different episode.
Excuse me?
Maybe you need to tell us who you really are and what you want. What all you want. Because I'm lumping you all into one giant group and making you their spokesperson, assuming that all people like you have the same motivations, likes, and tastes. And that's not racially insensitive at all.
People like me?
You know.
Women?
People without skin.
What are you talking about?
Do not try to play innocent with us. We know.
You see her reaching for her lapel where she's got like a little pin. She grabs hold of it and says, I've got one who can see here.
I like we tackle it to the ground.
All right, roll
You're gonna
me.
tell us what you want.
Roll me an initiative roll. Ooh.
She like talking into like.
Talking into her little brooch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me those initiative rolls. Rob got a 9. Alejandro gets a...
Sorry. 7.
All right, she goes first. So she says, I've got someone that can see here. Alejandro goes to leap on her. And you're not sure what she does, but she just like drops into the ground and vanishes. By the time you get behind the counter, there's nothing there.
I like... Where did she go?
Damn, it's been too long since I saw this movie. I don't really know about this part.
Where did she go? She disappeared into the floor.
It was the 80s when I saw this, damn it!
I take my what's it called?
I would have been much better prepared if we had to ally ourselves with anthropomorphic kangaroos.
My peg leg, and I tap the floor to see if there's like some strange mechanics to
Nope, it's solid.
No trapdoor.
So her whole being just vanished into the floor.
Yeah, well, she was on the other side of a table, so she just like dropped, and by the time you got to look over to it, it was gone. You're not sure how it is that she...
Put on the glasses.
Yeah, put on the glasses.
Look around.
Nope. Still have no idea where she went.
I'm gonna try and look for some, because like it's obvious. Like Alejandro, like this must be magic.
Let's look
like
if there's a way down to a basement somewhere. Stairs.
Yeah, just looking if there's no trap door.
Stop trying to distract us with your sensual neck.
Sorry, I was just trying to get to
beard,
something behind the computer.
Yeah. Oh, I dropped this. Let me bend over and get it.
All right, well then I guess I could show you a crotch instead if you'd rather. But I was trying to be more polite.
Wow, careful there, Neil.
Yeah.
You might reach the.
Might violate some terms of service here.
I think you're cool for now.
All right, as long as we don't get banned in China.
I mean, you didn't particularly eat a banana seductively.
No one ate that banana, all right? Oh, Rob! There goes the whole Chinese market.
I mean, we're missing stockings, though. I could procure some, but...
So, you don't find any dungeon or cellar or basement?
There's no way going down?
Trapdoors? No.
I think we're all going down,
If there's not a trap door, Alejandro, perhaps we should make one.
I test the floor around where she disappeared.
It's wooden planks.
Does it sound hollow underneath?
Nope, it sounds pretty solid.
What the fuck? What is this magic? I do not understand.
Let's search this place and look for clues. You know what? They're going to be coming here very quickly. So we could stay and search the place looking for clues and then turn to page 23. Or we could leave, wait to see who comes, and then discreetly follow them and turn to page 73. 23 or 73? I think 73, because that way we can always look for more clues. Although they might steal the clues. Maybe there would be no clues at the time we searched after that.
There's just a lot of clothes around there, aren't there? Like cloth.
I feel like a lot of 80s mysteries were solved by following bad guys back to their lairs.
Yeah. So we can
I think that was pretty much how they solved everything.
I think that says a lot about my D&D playstyle now that you mention it.
Like, if you think
Like,
about...
that's my solution to everything, is follow the bad guys back to their lair.
Well, it's not your fault. That's like everything that James Bond does. If I wanted to defeat James Bond, I would just have no one try to take him out. Because he never finds anything. He just follows people who tried to kill him.
So just leave James Bond alive and alone.
Because he didn't know how to investigate anything. He just like shows up in the city, and then everyone starts trying to kill him before he's even checked in.
Well, I don't know.
So,
at the beginning of Spectre, he's following people and assassinating them.
Probably following people who attacked him. I don't know. I didn't see Spectre.
So you
yet.
say there's some correlation between 80s and like Neil's Dungeons and Dragons thing. Like,
There's probably a lot more correlations that are probably healthy for me.
Man.
But anyways, yes, following back to their lair. Why don't we find a discreet place to
Sounds
hide?
good. I don't think we particularly find anything incriminating anyway. And like, with my perception, we'll just find the lint in our stomachs anyway.
That's true. That's true. We're not the clue.
Although I have been critiquing my perception recently. But I think it's better if you wait for the bad guys to see if they show up. Like, because he was calling like, God, something over here. So.
Yeah, clearly people are going to be showing up to deal with us.
Yeah, so we'll turn to the appropriate page for like following the bad guys. Whatever you said.
Let's find a place where we can keep an eye on both, on whichever way they come. Well, if it's an 80s movie, they're going to come from whichever direction we're able to view.
All right, so you head out of the
like,
shop.
We do like a montage of us hiding like very well. Like
Before the montage can even kick off.
So we don't even have to hide that well. Like, hiding behind a garbage can half our size, with most of us showing, usually works fine.
Before you can
some dust.
Before you can even start hiding, there's a guy down the road
Skin.
who goes psst, psst.
Take on the goggles to see the skin.
Normal human.
He's good.
All right.
Okay. I take off the glasses again. Like I go wherever he is.
He's over near an alleyway and he waves you guys in and walks down a little bit.
Are we gonna fight again?
He could be working for they, but we'll trust him for now. Because even if he is going to betray us, he'll betray us after leading us into the lair.
I wonder what they live for, though.
Yeah.
So he waves you down to the alleyway and goes, "Where's Grits?"
Grits didn't make it.
Oh, damn it. Well, who are you guys? Are you with the underground?
Yeah.
We're with Thrun and Alejandro.
Yeah, Grits. You know, he talked to us. He wanted us to. He filled us in.
We just kind of stumbled into this exposition, guy.
But now we know. We know about it.
Tell us fast and try not to get killed right as you reveal an important detail.
I'll do my best.
And do not betray us whenever it's convenient at a later date.
That never turns out well for you.
This is a
That's like
conspiracy.
100% fall into lava.
That's the word again.
This is a conspiracy that goes all the way to the top. The
They
Baron,
always do. The what?
the Baron himself is one of these bizarre creatures. So is
What
his
the-
wife, Lady Jezebel.
Wow. Damn. We need a woman fist fight Lady Jezebel.
Oh, we don't need to fight Lady Jezebel. We need to stop them. They've taken over the whole area. They
What are they
control
trying to
everything from the top down and the outside and the inside out.
Are these the noblemen like that reside in Berkshire?
Yes, she's talking about the local lord who lives here
Curry dealt with them a lot.
many times.
Yeah, you procured some leaf from there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, from my peg leg. Yeah,
Yes.
remember? Interesting. So they're like in the same bunch.
Everyone's in on it. We have a
What are they
meeting.
trying to do? What do they want?
What does anyone, any invading force want? To enslave us? To make us their pets? To live fat off of our hard work?
Maybe they just want
The
you.
problem is that's what a normal baron would want. And they've already got slavery going on here.
This is
So what
somehow
do they
more
want that's
insidious.
worse than what the nobles already wanted.
No, but because this time they're pulling the wool over our eyes. Well, at least with slavery, you know you're a slave, so you know that you have the option of fighting back. This is different. This is lulling everyone into a
collar
false
on you. They
sleep.
kill you if you fight back if you're a slave. Right? You sure they don't want to eat us or something? Like something that's worse than what the normal aristocracy wants to do?
It's different. They want to do it in secret. Secret enslavement is far worse than open enslavement. Don't you get it?
Why
Don't
would
you
they
get
put
it,
wool
Rune?
over eyes? That's not good. Like wool should be on the
It's not a secret when the 1% of the people that are the aristocracy get us to fight over whether orcs and kobolds could use the same bathroom or not while they're taking all our money. That's not pulling the wool over our eyes.
Hey, we need to be working together here, man.
Well, you gotta give me something, man. You gotta make them worse than the normal.
Yeah, it's about making safe zones, not intellectual. Oh god.
Well, they're overthrowing.
You sure they don't want to eat us?
Hold on. They're slowly overthrowing every important position that's held by someone who isn't them. You want to know why?
Which is what
Hold
the
on!
aristocracy's doing anyway.
No, hold on. Do you want to know why the flow of good
Yes!
dwarven ale has stopped? Do you want to know why there hasn't been beer bitten in this town in 50 years? These people, they don't drink ale like we do, so they've decided to outlaw it for everyone, piecemeal, bit by bit. How's that for conspiracies?
outlaw-
They're the reason the Borscht didn't know what Wiedergenbitter was. Well, drinking Wiedergenbitter was one of the two things I came here for.
What was the other one?
We'll get to that later.
Anyway, we have a meeting of the underground tonight. Why don't you guys come visit with
All
us?
right, why don't you show us the escape tunnel that we can use when the ambush comes?
Just one question. Do you guys like yoga?
Yoga?
Yeah.
Like
Do
Bikram
they-
yoga or hot yoga?
It's hot, you know. Very, very, very spicy hot yoga. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
yoga's really hot. You should have seen him out in the street earlier.
I heard something about a man in the street resembling your build doing things with his
Distracting.
body.
It's for freedom, you know. Just so we
freedom.
just to show we are not they.
Good. I like it.
Yeah.
Uh, By the way,
great.
these
You're all right in my book.
he looks at you guys at the glasses you have in your hands. Looks like you guys are using the old models. Those give you a bit of a headache, don't they?
Mm.
Yeah, our wizard recently crafted a few new ones. They should work a lot better without all that stinging pain in your head. Here, he reaches
Are they
into
contacts? Do you have to like put them in? Because I could never like look straight at it long enough, and then I try to look away at the last minute, and then it's on the side, and you're like, shit! It's on the side, and you're like trying to push it over to get it centered. Yeah.
No, it's nothing like that. Don't
Okay.
worry. Here, he pulls out a slightly different looking pair of glasses and hands them to you and takes your old ones.
I like, how will this affect Alejandro with the ladies? Like, he has like spectacles.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they look like ridiculous.
Are these like Ray-Bans instead of the Coke bottle ones?
No, they're equally as ugly. They're maybe even a little uglier, but they don't hurt your head when you wear them.
We need to do something about the look on these.
Hey man, we're fighting for our lives here. We don't have time to be stylish.
This is the 80s, man. There's no time for anything else.
All right.
What is this 80s that you're referring to? I do not know.
It
feels like Alejandro was not born at that time.
There's an old abandoned tavern in an old barn. He gives you directions to it.
One question.
Yeah.
Because Grits wanted to go to Wick for a Renta. Why did he want to go there?
He was our advanced scout to see how far they've spread.
Oh.
But looks like they were onto him. Got him early.
So we have looked and around, and there are a lot of they here.
They're
How many?
everywhere.
Do you think they're in other towns as well?
Well, we'll never know now.
Where did they come from?
All your questions will be answered at tonight's meeting.
It'd be good if you told us now, because there's a really good chance that while your leader is telling us,
He's gonna die.
they
Look!
will attack.
He hushes you, and there's a couple of town guards that have stopped and are looking down the alley at you people.
Oh,
Good to see you.
quick. All right, how about 2 gold, I say to Alejandro.
Oh, that is much better.
The guards start walking down, and the guy nudges and goes, "Oh, later tonight, after the moon rises."
No, we were just pretending.
Yeah, he starts to walk down the alley. The 2 guards come up to you and go, "So, what's this going on down here? Some sort of back alley deal?"
Just a little sexual favors being exchanged money for in a back alley. There's nothing illegal about that, is there?
Hey, Hans, do you smell that? Yeah, Franz, what is it?
Hans and Franz.
It smells like rotten milk. Is that Birkenbitter? I think so. Has one of you guys been drinking Birkenbitter?
Yes.
You know that's been outlawed, right?
I didn't know that. When did that get outlawed?
It's time for you to come into jail for a little while.
Oh, I took my to-go mug.
I tip
I took it back.
my glasses, and I look. Do they have no skin?
They have no skin.
I say, I came here to do 2 things. To drink Birkenbitter and kick ass.
Yeah.
I'm all out of Birkenbitter.
We're all out of Birkenbitter. Let's roll.
Roll me initiative.
Oh, I guess that's like a plus something, like a +2 or something.
Okay. The guards go at 7 and 12.
Okay, so one of them goes first, I guess.
He
All right,
pulls
I'm
out
batting
his
up, I guess.
short sword and leaps against Alejandro with it. Ooh, it's a wild miss. The sword stabs into the building behind you, Alejandro.
Matrix, like, I go and I guess I'm next, right?
Mhm.
As like I go like and I, as like swings, I do like a Matrix and I kick him right in the stomach.
Roll the hit.
D20 plus 5? 12. I assume it's a miss.
He's wearing studded leather, so it is a miss.
Okay.
Isn't that actually the AC of studded leather without a shield?
No, studded leather's 13.
Oh, I thought it was
Leather's
13 with a shield.
No.
Okay.
The other guy goes short sword against Hrun. With this another stab and a miss. Hrun's turn.
All right.
I just love the pacing of this episode.
I'm like debating whether to sword him or spiked fist him. I kind of feel like spiked fisting might be more in the spirit.
Whatever you want, Hrun.
What's the damage on spiked fist?
Cestus damage is what, D6? D4?
Mine is D4 though.
D4.
So.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because a normal punch is D3. Or D2? I don't know.
You guys are the professionals. I only have a rudimentary skill of second edition.
So if D4, Rob.
All right. So I crack my neck. It's time to settle this with reason and discussion. This one is reason. This one is discussion.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's exactly. So good.
Swing and a miss and a hit. A crit.
You discuss well.
2d4 plus strength. Oh, man. You knock him in the head, and he tumbles backwards unconscious into the ground. Initiative. There's one remaining.
Oh, horrible.
So what is the weapon speed on fists here then?
It's plus 2?
3.
3?
Yeah.
I've been rolling plus 2 though.
What's your dexterity? Do you have high dex, though?
I put in plus 2 for speed for Cestus though. I don't know if that's like I have 12 dex.
Does Cestus actually have 2 AC? Because it says a punch should be 3 speed, but the Cestus says 2 on it. Huh. Well, somehow punching with the Cestus is faster than punching with your own hands.
Well, it's because the spikes get there
Just a little bit faster.
faster.
That makes no sense. Whatever. Roll with it.
Rob, you go first.
All right.
Ooh. Does that mean that we go at the same time, the one and I, or like I'm faster than him?
They're both misses. Alejandro, you are tied for him. With him.
Okay, so we both roll at the same time?
Same time.
So do I get...
Rocky Apollo Creed this thing. Simultaneous face punches.
Wait, I rolled a... What is his... So mine is plus 2 to that, so 11 actually. So D20.
He was at 13 actually, so you would go first. Yeah.
Yeah. So... Do I get punch, and then one other punch at the end of the round?
Yes.
Okay. So first punch, 12, which is a miss.
Second is a miss. He stabs with his short sword. Ooh, armor class Alejandro.
Oof. Let's see. 16.
Ooh, he stabs you for 5 points of damage.
Bastard.
And you get your last attack.
Is that my...
Your left shoulder.
Something yet? Anything? It's minus?
No, that's no penalty. Aha! There you go. That's the double crit you're looking for.
So 3d4 plus 5. Bam, 11.
Oh my god. You knock him unconscious.
Knock him out.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did I... Oh, so, yeah, just...
Yeah.
Okay.
He slips and falls onto the ground.
Okay. I give a little nod towards where he's cut and bleeding. Go. Looks like you're slowing down there, Alejandro.
It's about a flesh wound. I guess we drag them back a bit so like they don't like.
Yeah. Is there like a more alley-ish alley, like kind of we can drag them back where they're not visible from the street?
There are some water barrels to help fight fires that you can position them between.
All right. Let's search them really quick. Look for any little lapel-y things.
You do indeed find a couple of lapel pins on them that look actually very normal, but now that you've seen the woman playing with hers, you recognize that this is the sort of pin that you'd use to like pin a cloak to you, but these guys aren't wearing any cloaks right now, but they still have their pins on.
All right, I'll give one to Alejandro and I'll take one, put it in my pocket.
What am I supposed to do with this?
I have a feeling it'll be key later.
Okay.
If we have it. Of course, if we didn't take it, then it wouldn't be important later.
But now we don't know.
Now that we've got one, it'll be important later.
Should we still wait for someone to go around it? Oh, these were the guys who we're gonna follow, but we
just knocked these guys
them
out. So we can
unconscious.
question them.
Oh. Well, I guess there's plans out of the window, but let's
Well,
see.
I mean, do we want to question them? I mean, we just beat them up. So yours is probably
They're not
still
gonna
alive.
wake up anytime soon, are they?
No.
All right. Well, I think this being an 80s movie, as long as we sort of dispose of them, they're not gonna they're just sort of out for the rest of the movie. As long as it's done in an appropriate way. So I'm gonna tip over a water barrel, pour all the water out of it, and then I'm just gonna take the guy and stuff him upside down
In a
in
barrel?
the water barrel with his feet sticking up.
What if there's a fire?
And this is not gonna happen. This is totally an appropriate way to he's gone for the rest of the movie.
God. Okay.
Yeah.
There's one for you too, Alejandro.
Yeah, I'll just put him in the water barrel, if there's anyone.
All right. The two men are hidden in the barrels, and you guys are free to move about the town.
No, it's way more comedic if their feet are sticking up, hanging out.
And no one will know they're there anyway. Yeah.
All right.
Did he tell it? Oh yes, he told us the back door.
Back door. Tonight, when the moon rises.
The brothel?
Yes.
The moon rises every night on the back door.
Would you just high five someone?
Yeah. Wow.
This is the 80s. You just randomly high five
it's
people.
just way to live up to.
Yeah. So, where do you guys go? What do you do?
So we've had a few hours. We should have.
I
some
did not
sort
know
of plan.
it was outlawed.
We should have some sort of plan that would allow us to start gearing up for these couple of hours before the meeting.
montage.
Yeah, but we need to figure out what are we gonna do so we can gear up for it. If there were vampires, we could get a bunch of crossbows.
Steaks and garlic, yeah, but what would they be like? Would they have any kind of weakness? Because to me
they don't have skin, so lemon juice,
salt.
All right. Is there any place around here that serves lobster?
No, not this far from the ocean.
Yeah, I think the cops.
That would have been our one stop.
Are the what, Alejandro?
I think the Coxport.
Yeah.
Lobster.
Where else can we get salt and lemon juice?
I didn't know lemons on the market. Maybe we could press some lemons ourselves. How
All right, we can
expensive is
montage
salt?
that. Pressing
Like,
lemons.
how expensive is salt in this time and era? Like, is it like
It's important. It's a dietary supplement. It's used in all sorts of wonderful things, but it is a little bit on the expensive side.
I know we can get some. All right, let's head over to.
I mean, the backdoor has a
Shenanigans.
lot of salt, though. Like, you know, come on. Like,
Let's go over to Shenanigans. I got a plan.
All right, you guys make it back to Shenanigans. Desmond is in there, and he sees you guys coming in. Goes out around the bar and goes, "Hey,
Desmond,
how'd it go?
have you seen? Like, have you seen?
They're all good in here."
All I can say, get me a lot of margaritas and keep them coming.
Is this for you personally or part of the plan?
It's part of the plan.
All right. He heads back behind the counter and goes up to Layla and says, "Layla, remember how I taught you that time to make that remedy for when your mom and I are sick? We need to make a lot of remedies." And so Desmond and Layla set to work making margaritas.
It's gonna be the
All right. Now, as they come out, bring
panacea
them
to
out.
save the town.
Just, like, get all the salt off the rim of the margaritas, put it into a little bag. I'm going to take the lemon slices and squeeze the lemon slices into a little flask.
Sweet.
After
And then I'll
they've,
down the margarita. Keep them coming.
Desmond looks at
Alejandro, this is a team effort here.
I'll help him.
you. Do you just need salt and lemon juice? We have
This
a
is
bag
the
of
only
salt.
way it works.
It's just go with the plan.
Okay, all right, fine. He
This
and
is all
Layla.
part of the plan.
He and Layla make a bunch of margaritas, and you
All right,
guys.
we'll montage this. Scream.
All right, give me
Signal.
Constitution checks, both of you. See how intoxicated you become.
This might go horribly bad.
What is my con?
Hey!
Oh my god, that's like the 5th 20 you've rolled today.
Doing good on the margaritas.
Seriously.
No, it's not all not non-combat. It's been a lot of
I made it through.
doing good.
Doing good. All right. So you both managed to drink your margaritas, store your salt and your lemon juice, and the night begins to rise.
All right, look at the dozens of margarita glasses and a little bag of salt.
A job well done. Let's be honest.
All right.
So, are you going to tell me what's going on?
Harsh.
Are you going to sum up
We're
the
gonna
entire
find
storyline
out.
for us so those that have just joined can follow along? As you do in any proper 80s movie, halfway through?
You mean like in case anybody was out getting popcorn?
Yeah. Or
And
anyone
then they
was...
played some Space Invaders for a little bit because they saw the machine there on the way back.
Yeah, or, you know, in case they're all too stoned to follow along with the story up until now. Frequent problems of the 80s.
All right, so there's a resistance. What we found is that they are basically like any group, like the normal aristocracy that runs the area, except they want to outlaw ale and bitter, and apparently they already have.
I mean, they're practically in league with the devil. Like, you know, let's be real here. If they're trying to outlaw drinks, right?
We're meeting up with a resistance at the back door.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a raid by they, and it's gonna come in and they're gonna kill the resistance, but then we're gonna have just found out and something important that will allow us to take on the mission ourselves and bring them down.
For justice.
You might need to step in at the last minute to give us backup.
All right. Well,
And then say something like, "You're all clear, kid. Now blow this thing. Let's all go home," or something.
And remember not to look at the explosions when we walk away.
Yes.
Very important.
I feel like that was more 90s to early 2000s kind of thing.
Well, I mean,
a little bit.
I think it applies anyway. Right?
I think
Like,
it does.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm thinking Die Hard 1, jumping off the building.
I think 80s people fled explosions.
Yeah, they
just
ran from
starting to
explosions.
Yeah, they were just starting to ride them by jumping right before the explosion happened.
Right. So in the 80s, you ride the explosions with the jumps. In the 90s and early 2000s, you just walk away casually while
And
the
there's like
explosions
no
happen behind you.
concussion. 90s.
So let's ride away from the
Aggressively.
explosion, but do not look at it.
Okay.
Right.
So Die
Well,
Hard
it's-
or Speed 1.
It's
Sorry.
like pump, pump, pump.
Fantastic.
You gotta open your mouth as you stretch your arms out. And that configuration of your body allows you to ride the concussive waves. It's physics.
And to escape, like no matter where you land, it doesn't matter. Like, oh, if you do that, you're.
It's
then
like
the
body
shrapnel-
surfing, right?
The shrapnel just goes all around you. It can't hit you when that happens.
Yeah. It's like.
You present
perfect.
such a small area to the explosion when you dive horizontally because it's just your feet. You know, a
By
lot of-
having your arms out and your mouth open like that creates sort of like a moving pocket of air around you. It's
Mm-hmm.
like when you would see those car commercials where they show like the pocket of air around it and show the aerodynamics.
Mhm.
And so it kind of deflects the shrapnel.
Perfect. All right. Well, Desmond gives you a pat on the back and says, "Go get him, kids."
All right. Give you some salt and some lemon juice. Let's do this.
I just like bump fists with like through like yeah.
All right. You make it out. The night has come. You make your way to the back door. There's the old abandoned barn and a guy standing up front with a kind of old, roughed up
After
leather
a night of
jacket.
margaritas, somehow this is always where we end up.
He's got his arms
That's
crossed.
the back door.
He's leaning
I
against
mean-
the post. He's got a crossbow cocked and loaded. Oh, like a heavy crossbow cocked and loaded sitting next to him. And he's wearing his sunglasses, even at night. Yeah, he sees you approach, gives you a
Hey!
nod, and pats himself on the shoulder, and motions to the staircase.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a dancer here, right? So
Yeah, actually, you work here all the time.
yeah, like you know, let me in.
He lets you guys in right away.
Yeah, like
All right, let's go in.
All right, down inside is the meeting room. But the stage just has where all the tables and chairs set up. Everyone else is now just kind of like sitting around on the floor or standing on the floor. There is one guy who seems to be just starting his announcement speech of what's happening when you guys walk in.
Of course. I feel like we should have picked up sawed-off crossbows.
Brothers and sisters of the Resistance, we have made great progress today. The latest editions of these glasses have come out. I'm sure you've all already upgraded. Got some bad news. Grits didn't make it. He died on his way to Wicthon Renta. It looks like we're on our own. Even worse, it reports that they are onto us, that there's a mole in our midst. Now I don't know who it is, because I trust each and every one of you with my life. Because together, we have a chance to survive. But if we turn on each other, we're all gonna be screwed. So, let's just hope there's no mole. You two in the back, welcome. You're our
Hello.
newest members.
I'm Alejandro. I dance here.
I'm
Excellent.
rude. I kick ass.
So, as close as our wizards can
That's
tell,
right, very good.
there is a signpost somewhere in Berkshire. That's not what it seems. Somehow they're emitting this magic that distorts our vision of who they are. If we want to overthrow these people,
not gonna make us go wipe out the sign that says Desu. You did all this to make us go take down the sign ourselves.
Neil, you scumbag.
You.
It was all an elaborate effort of Neil's part just to make us do that. Wow, Neil. Wow.
we have to find whatever it is that is emitting this magic that's obstructing people's views and destroy it. Because if everyone can see what we see, there's no way they'll win. We outnumber them 3-1. Well, we'll be able to take them. Now,
You little troll.
good luck out there and be careful. You know they all have those little communicators on them, and it's their last escape measure. Gets them from wherever they are now to wherever their secret home base is.
So if somebody had those, they could just go take on their home base?
If you can figure out how to work them. We've captured a few, he says, pulling one from his pocket. But we haven't been able to figure out how to use them.
I feel like there might be some moderately obvious way that we could figure out somehow.
That the entire resistance hasn't figured out before you? You're mad.
That's how this works.
Alejandro is really good with devices. Let him try. I stare
Oh,
at.
it's not time yet. We still this meeting still needs to be ambushed.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
So, we've got plenty of weapons. He points to the rack behind him that's near the stage. Everyone arm yourself. There's some armor in the back. And together, we can search this town and take it all down. Are you with me?
Crossbow?
There is. I don't know what you could saw off on the crossbow.
I just feel like it's got to be sawed off somehow. That's going to somehow enhance the effectiveness of the crossbow at short range in some non-determined way. This is the 80s.
Yes. So as everyone starts milling about, gathering weapons and looking at them.
What kind of armor do they have? Do they have better than Splint?
No. They've got like shields and crappy leather armor. Is there anything you guys want to say or do?
No, I got nothing. I was totally expecting this place to get raided.
Well, you might see what happens, you know? Don't know if it's gonna be...
I was thinking maybe we should get a bomb to like take down their lair, but that's really more 2000s.
Mm-hmm. You hear some dogs barking.
You took
outside.
care of things with fists.
You hear dogs barking outside loudly.
There we go.
It
Quick,
looks like you got your raid anyway.
Is there an escape tunnel?
Is there an escape tunnel?
Is there an escape tunnel?
Oh, phew, I was like, is there an escape tunnel?
I don't know. Is there? Your call.
There's always an escape tunnel.
Yeah, it's always an escape tunnel.
Underground.
It's always an escape tunnel. Come on, like it's like a trapdoor somewhere, like just leading off. I mean,
we're in a secret layer in the 80s. Of course, there's an escape tunnel.
You feel the heat from the fire, and you see flames start to roll down the staircase. And running through the flames are two-headed death dogs who jump into the crowd and start ripping people to shreds.
What the fuck?
All right, we need to take a couple of these out before we can then flee. When there's too many of them come down.
What is this
Let's
creature?
do this.
This death.
I don't know, but it's something we can kill at least 2 of before too many of them are there.
I mean, if they bleed, we can kill it.
Yeah, if it bleeds, we can kill him.
All right.
Like
The stairs are on fire. The man guarding the front door is probably dead. Packs of death dogs have roamed into the group. The resistance members are putting up what fight they can, but it's not looking good. Roll me initiative.
Death dogs. I hope they're not like 5th edition death dogs.
They're like fiery dogs. They're like hellhounds, or what are
they're
they?
two-headed dogs. They're second edition death dogs, which makes them far more dangerous than 5th edition death dogs.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, that's probably like a +2.
Are they like a fiend folio thing, or?
No, they're monstrous manual. Dog, comma, death. Don't go looking up their stats right now. What are you doing?
I remember them. I mean, maybe I'm like too old school here. I didn't remember there being such.
They have a really nasty disease in 5th edition.
Yes.
Maybe they have something even more nastier in 2nd edition.
All right. Each one, well, one of them comes to bite Alejandro with its 2 attacks. Armor class 15?
16.
16. They both miss. One of them bites your armor. One head bites your armor. The other death dog goes after Hrun. Hrun, armor class?
See, there's like not even any creatures that begin with death in the old 2nd edition. It's straight to demon.
I've got the 2nd edition revised manual. I think that's the difference. Because I think you've probably got the one that was published in the 80s. I've got like the 90s revision of the 80s manual. And the 2014 reprint of the 90s edition of the 80s manual.
All right. Never tell me the stats. Let's do this.
Never tell me the odds. Right. Okay.
All right, so we tied for initiative.
It's +2 for my cestus, I guess.
I'm gonna go with swords, so +5. So I guess Alejandro goes first.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's time to let these guys know. It's better to let sleeping. No. These dogs are gonna know that they're better off just lying down. Oh, horrible, horrible, horrible.
Miss. 2nd attack. Oh my god. Alejandro.
Correct.
The natural 20s. Double crit.
Do they have to make a save versus death?
Yes, but I have a feeling you might just kill it.
How? Double crit?
Yep, 3 times damage.
3d4. 9.
Yep. You knock the dog unconscious.
Ooh, not that tough, eh? Okay.
Hrun.
All right, let's do this.
Leroy. Jenkins.
I missed.
Ugh, 2 misses. Alright, initiative for next round. A few more dogs have... there are other dogs in the room, but they're fighting with other people. And through the flames come running 4 guards. They're wearing chainmail armor, and they have these, damp cloaks in front of them to brave the fire. And with them, or in their other hands, are long swords. It looks like the resistance is not only outmanned or outarmed, but
they're also
outmanned.
outgunned.
Yeah. There's the death dogs. There's the better armed soldiers, probably better trained soldiers too. The death dog goes first, splitting its bites between Alejandro and Hrun. Hrun, I'm sorry, AC?
16.
It bites you. You take 10 damage from the death dog bite. And you need to make me a saving throw versus poison.
Oh, shit.
14 or higher on a d20. Can you find any way to... What level are you?
I'm 2nd level. Does Con give any kind of bonus to this at all?
Only if you're a dwarf.
Nope.
Oh. Sit. So close. Okay. We'll deal with that later. Okay. Anyway, the dog bites into you, ripping a huge section of flesh off of your thigh. And then it's one of your guys' turns next.
I rolled a 4.
Yes. You go first,
yeah.
Alejandro.
Yeah, because you're using this.
Alright, so I'm gonna get 3 attacks this turn, right?
Yes.
There's only one dog in front of us.
Yes.
Can I assume that 19 hits?
Yes.
9 damage. The seat go down. To 9.
That is enough. You knock out the other dog.
Alright, so like as you like crunch on Rune's thigh, I like just like a like to knock him off from Rob. There's no other like in the vicinity though, right? No other.
There's some enemies, like 10 feet away from you on the other side of the other people who are fighting. It looks like none of the other resistance members know about the secret back door exit from the back door.
Yeah, we needed to kill
They
two
know
of them
about
before we
the
could
back door on the back door.
They only know about the front door at the back door.
Wow.
It's fine. We already took,
you
we took
okay?
out 2 of them. That's what we need to do that before we can run.
Are
Just
you
know
okay?
that we're not afraid. We're outnumbered.
All right. So
We'll totally defeat a larger number than this in the final battle, though.
all right.
It's sort of arbitrary that we had no choice but to run. Really. We're like, we gotta get to the tunnel.
Yeah, I take him like his arm around mine, like it's like just leaning because I'm guessing it's like a bit of a limp, maybe.
All right, and as soon as we get into the tunnel, close the door. Like, Alejandro, you've been poisoned. There's only one way out of this.
I have to like
You're gonna have to suck the venom out.
I take my like. It's a shame you weren't bit like in the nether regions. Like
That's on my thigh.
I go and I try to suck the poison out from his thigh.
Okay.
Neil.
Give
Poor
me a
Neil.
strength check to see how strong your lungs are.
Yeah, boy.
Nice. You use your insanely strong lungs to just slurp up all of Hrun's blood from his thigh and spit it out.
A little bit of flesh comes in. I accidentally like slurp up his like some pieces of his blood. Like, that.
Hrun, give me another poison saving throw.
Don't.
I think the comedy there like makes it an automatic.
There we go. Nice.
Praise be orange Jesus.
You've sucked the poison out. Hrun, you feel alright. You no longer feel like you have a rotting disease that will kill you in 46 days.
Well, my tongue though, it's like. I might never pleasure a lady again in the same way I did before.
You can hear from the other side of the store the sounds of people dying. And
Come on, we've got to go. I took a wound that shows the deadliness of the situation, therefore heightening the drama later when we fight these things again.
I just take him on, like hop, like we walk / hobble away, I guess.
Okay.
Like,
I think I should have my arm around your shoulder.
yeah.
For a while.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys make it to the exit, which pops up behind a rose bush. Coming out of the rose bush, you can see the armed force of men who are taking the back door. You can see the barn in front of the back door is on fire, and you've got these extra guards standing around outside of it watching with a couple of death dogs on leashes.
Where did these death dogs come from?
All those men going in the back door.
We have to live to fight another day, my friend. We need to gather our best. This is bigger than I expected.
Yes. We need to
Desperate.
gather a bunch of people that we don't care if we lose. Because let's face it, it's only going to be the 2 of us that square off.
What do you guys do?
Or should we just go in, the 2 of us?
Go in where? The barn's on fire. The back door
Yeah.
is destroyed.
I think
We've got these. We just have to figure out how to use them.
Oh, the
brooches, yeah.
approaches.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take like a minute to like tear some cloth of something that happened to be there, wrap it around my thigh, thus curing the wound.
Staunching the flow of blood, so you can keep on going.
All right. I've got an idea. Let's go see Desmond.
Sounds like a great idea.
All right. You guys get back to Shenanigans, only to find the place swarming with guards.
All right. Let's go over to Desmond's place. See if they're there.
All right. As you guys start to turn away from Shenanigans, one of the guards that was swarming Shenanigans comes out and jogs over to you guys and says, "Hey, you two!
Hello.
What are you doing?"
Hi, I'm Alejandro. I dance.
We heard the commotion. What was going on?
Yeah,
He
what's
eyes
happening?
you suspiciously. Where'd you get those glasses?
There was a sale
Uh-huh.
Well,
on Funny
got
Thing.
them at-
On
punch to the
Frederick's.
face.
I tried to explain like Frederick's funny, finicky pinnacles.
He passes his surprise check, so roll me initiative, Rob.
All right. Well, it's a 16 then when I punch him in the face.
Okay.
Do I?
You can roll initiative too if you want to get it on combat.
Sure. I mean,
All right. 8 for initiative.
wait. 9 for initiative.
All right. Rob, you go first.
All right. So I did the 16. Was that an effective punch?
Yes, it is. Roll me some damage.
So a D4.
D4 plus strength mod. 7. Ooh. He stands. Alejandro, you and him go at the exact same time.
All right. I look
Alright.
surprised when he doesn't fall down.
Is he?
He takes out his short sword. And make me your attack roll, Alejandro.
Alright, my fist attack. Oh, 17.
17 is a hit, but he also, his sword glances off of Hrune's armor, right where that brooch is, and it lights up the brooch with a bluish light for a moment, and a pale blue ringed hole appears at Hrune's feet. Simon, roll your damage, please.
Yeah, I crack him in the jaw as he does this.
He collapses into a pit, just as Hrun, like, "Wah!" falls into this hole that opens at his feet. As he falls through, you notice that it's still open, but Hrun is gone. You leap in after him, and we go to our final section of our game after this break. See you guys in a few moments.
All right. As I fall down the hole, I'm like, I totally thought we were going to have to go see Desmond, and then we would go like, we tried nothing, we can't figure out how to work these, and then Layla was going to go, wait, I think it's like this, but this is so much easier.